Another pretty interesting day at Daytona Speedway. Mike Muller from MikeMuller.net. Friday, and the crowd's pouring in. Well, I don't know if it's actually pouring in, but it's coming in. Perfect weather today. 78 degrees. It's about 72 right now trackside for the truck race. Hey, I'll tell you, I think Joey Chip was doing a good job at Daytona since he took over as boss. Track, perfect conditions. That two-car bump and draft. Looks like that's going to be the rule on Sunday in the 500. Looks like it's going to be the rule here in the truck race tonight, and it looks like it's going to be the rule in Saturday's nationwide race. Danica Patrick, surprise in nationwide qualifying. Second row, right next to her teammate and boss, Dale Jr. Be interesting to see how those guys do. Clint Bowyer's on the pole. We talked to a bunch of people today about engines, because engine cooling, engine RPM, I'm thinking some blown engines in the Daytona 500 could be an issue. Doug Yates, though, the guy that's building the Ford engines, the guy that designed the Ford FR9, he's Fat City. He's confident. Kevin Harvick said his engine guys, even though they got horsepower, plenty of horsepower, that Richard Childress horsepower, really stout. Harvick says his guys are terrified. RPM, heating issues, I tell you, they might have some speed. Can they last? Right now, MikeMuller.net's picking the three Childress guys, Jeff Burton, Kevin Harvick, Clint Bowyer, to take on the three Roush guys, Carl Edwards, Greg Biffle, and Matt Kenseth, in a Daytona 500 showdown. Toyota, not quite sure what they've got. A little ragged. Denny Hamlin's made some mistakes, got some good horsepower. I'm thinking that their engines don't have quite the cooling that the Ford engines and the Chevrolet engines have. Even Kyle Busch was talking about that. I'm not so sure how that's going to play out. We talked to Lee White, the Toyota guy. He sort of talked around it. But Robert Yates' son, Doug, is the guy that's really in Fat City on this stuff. I think they spent a lot of time trying to figure out how to make those engines cool, the new engines. Took them 2 years to get them on the track, really, and I tell you, they're looking pretty good. Me, might put some money on Greg Biffle to win the Daytona 500. Friday, Mike Muller from MikeMuller.net.